Hey, what's up? This is Laidback Luke, DJ and producer, Kung Fu athlete, and family guy. Welcome to this brand new vlog. This week, I'm going to take you into a section of real DJing that's often overlooked, the art of the warm-up DJ. Join me on my road trip from New York to Atlantic City, and I'll tell you more. Everyone wants to be a headline DJ nowadays. I can't blame you. It's awesome to play primetime. But I do feel you need to earn that spot. When it comes to real DJing, you earn that spot by properly warming up. The art of the warm-up DJ. It seems like such a vague term. What does it exactly mean? Warming up a night. What should a warm-up DJ play? I hope you realize a good warm-up DJ is about as important to the flow of a night as a good headliner. In this vlog, I hope to give you some solid pointers on all of this. Just got to my gorgeous room in Atlantic City. It wasn't easy travel today. It's only 3 hours from Gina's house. And right now you're gonna meet my good friend Mike Bugout. He's been a DJ for ages, and specifically for this show, I asked him to open up for me. So here's the man with the knowledge right here.
I've been DJing for 25 years. Very young, started out and on turntables to CDs to MP3s all the way through. I've opened for Avicii, Steve Angelo, Steve Aoki a few times, Nicky Romero, almost everybody in the game. Tonight will be the 10th time I'm opening for you, I believe. So I guess the first step for me is always do your homework beforehand. If you're opening for somebody, whether you know them or you don't know them, look up their track lists online. Check out 1001 track lists. There's all kinds of sites you can Google, see what they're playing in their mix shows, see what they're playing in their live shows. Obviously, the cardinal rule, never play any of their tracks, of course, or their remixes. There's something very important, at least to me, when I go to see a headline DJ, about seeing that DJ play his own record. Because I could play it 100 times in my car, but there's just something crazy when he plays it live. If you play it beforehand, the crowd will go nuts, of course, but then when the DJ plays it later, an hour or two after you, it doesn't have the same pop. So you kind of take the thunder away from him. But obviously, if there's a track that they seem to be hammering in their sets, obviously stay away from that one. You're there to set up the night and make sure that everything is proper, built up slowly. I like to start about 122 BPM, give or take, and work my way up to maybe 125, 126, depending on who I'm opening for. Volumes. If you ain't redlining, you ain't headlining. So obviously you're not headlining, so you shouldn't be redlining. Your channels can be up fine, but your master should never be in the red. Leave the headliner some headroom to really take it to the next level when he goes on. And when you're playing, obviously, have a great time. You could dance, you could clap, interact with the crowd. You're there to basically bring the room from empty to a full-packed dance floor, ready for the headline DJ to just blow the roof off. Unfortunately, I have seen in the past opening DJs standing up on the console, doing the 3, 2, 1 jump on the microphone. Not something you want to do. You don't want to show up the headliner for one, and two, you don't want to sap the crowd's energy. You need the crowd to be almost at a fevered pitch, ready to explode, but you just don't want them to explode. You want to leave that for the headliner.
Some super valuable information by someone that has a lot of experience in this field. I'm gonna go out and work out right now, and after the workout, I'll share some of my experience with you as well. I think my tour manager and I have a really good thing going, keeping each other healthy on tour like this. Don't worry, this was me in the snow this morning. I'm still practicing Kung Fu, so I guess this was the second workout for me for today. So a lot of you might not know this, but I used to be the warm-up DJ for Roger Sanchez, doing warm-up sets for 3 hours long. I also warmed up for David Guetta and Swedish House Mafia. And in my experience, it was such a nice ride always to open up the room. So when you're an opening DJ and you're an unknown name and no one is coming for you, how to impress? So you simply do that by keeping humble behind the decks. And it's kind of like a tipping point of where is the energy that keeps the people enthusiastic? Where is the energy that will make the people long for more instead of blowing it all before the headline DJ? It's kind of like going on a night out where you pre-party, You get some drinks and you party a little bit harder, and then at a certain point it's the peak of the night and the peak of the party and everyone's crazy. You want to stay before that when warming up. I'll have some concrete examples in terms of music for you very soon, but I gotta listen to some tracks first. Sound check time. I'm always late with my cue point, so I'm gonna do another round of last minute cue point programming. I like doing those by hand. Always a good time having sushi with the guys. And then I got struck with the stomach flu that everyone has had around here just before my show. Now how that ended up, I'll show you very soon, but I promise you some examples of tracks to play and not to play. And so here we go. When warming up, you definitely do not want to play this. When warming up, you might want to play a little more like this. When warming up, you definitely do not want to play anything like this. And yet this would be absolutely perfect. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you? Can you tell the difference? If you can, then you have a talent for being a good warm-up. If you cannot, I'll have some more info for you after my show. As expected, Mike Bugout opened up really well, and although I was so sick that I almost couldn't play, catching the vibe that night and taking it through the roof was something I could still pull off. This is how it went. Came back in my room from the show. I'm very sick. I was playing on a very low energy level. Funny enough, we talked about that in this vlog, but I busted out some energetic tunes, but when it comes to movement, I kept it really low energy. So I was supposed to play 2 hours. I managed to do 1.5, and right now I'm just gonna sit on the bathroom. And so now we're here, 3 days later after I got sick. I'm finally feeling a little bit better now. I have some more info for you online about warming up and real DJing, so watch the description below. What I almost forgot to tell you is that a golden oldie of a warm-up rule is to try and get the girls dancing. If the girls dance, the guys will follow soon. If you haven't watched my real DJing seminar, it's an essential. Make sure to check it out. And there's also a link of a vlog where I told you how I prep my sets and how I link energy to certain tracks. If this was helpful for you, make sure to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Next vlog is 4 shows in 1 weekend, and this one will all be about the XO movement. To find out exactly what that is, make sure you tune in next time. In the meantime, L's up, rave safely, and salute.